Okay. All right, everyone. Welcome to Golden Horseshoe Equestrian. We are excited today to be talking with our Golden Horseshoe Equestrian athlete, Bailey Gibson. Bailey, hello.
Hi.
And you've got a couple friends with you that made it to the BBR
Yes,
finals.
I
So we've
do.
got Riley
Hi.
and Mia.
Hi.
Excellent. Okay. And so, girls, first of all, you're all local here, right? Like
Yeah.
Bailey,
Yes.
what town are you from?
I'm from House Springs.
Okay. Riley,
I'm from Pacific.
Pacific. Mia.
I'm from Cedar Hill.
Okay, so hometown girls, and you guys just put a lot of work and effort last year, 2024, into barrel racing locally, mostly probably.
Yep.
And you made the BBR Better Barrel Races finals, which are in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Okay, this is a big deal, girls.
Yes,
First of all,
it is.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I love this. Okay, so how big is this show? Like how many entries are there in every round?
Oh gosh.
I think there's 3,000 horses.
At least, yeah. And I think they said about 1,200 trailers here. Yes.
Whoa. Okay. All right. And we saw a little bit like I shared, Bailey, I shared your post, you know that. Just kind of you were showing us like, hey, we just arrived and here's a little bit about of what we're seeing. So we got to see a little bit about
Yeah.
where you're running and stuff. So first, for those, the reason we're doing this for everybody is because there are horse riders out there that don't show, that don't barrel race. And whether you barrel race or not, what we want to try to do is just introduce this world of another level with your horse, of going to some sort of show, competing in some sort of way. And we want to show you what this might look like if they were to try it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about like you girls ran, and I say run, you went to barrel races to make a run to see if you could place or win or earn points last year in 2024 to make the finals this year in 2025.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about that adventure. Like how many shows did you go to? What was that like?
Yeah. So we went to, I think all three of us, we all mostly went to the same races together. A lot of the races, we started at Reflections and Flickerwood and some in Illinois. Yeah. And they all added up. We had to have 8 races with clean patterns to qualify. And we pretty much just traveled all really much over. Other tire. Go to that tire. Sorry. Oh, you're fine.
We have folks invading our interview here. That's okay. All right. Okay, so 8 races. So minimum to be eligible for finals, you had to go to 8 races, clean patterns, no down barrels.
Yes.
And that was the minimum thing that you had to do.
Yes.
Okay. Did it take more than 8 races?
No.
You could go to other ones that were like BBR approved and they would go on your thing, but you just needed those certain amounts to qualify for BBR.
Like, I ended up going to, I think, 15 races that were BBR approved, but you only needed 8 to qualify for BBR.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And okay, so you qualified. So that meant you get to go to this finals. And also, I'm pretty jealous. You guys got some cool jackets. I was hoping you'd be
Yes.
wearing them, but I know it's like way too hot.
It's very
like
hot
summer.
here.
Very hot.
Okay, so Bailey, you're gonna have to make sure that you get, total jacket shot, front and back, like the
Yes.
whole thing, just the 360, so that we can all be jealous of the cool finals jackets.
We will.
Okay, all right.
For
So,
sure.
okay, so that's the first thing. So now, was this your first year trying to get to the finals? Have you been to the finals before?
None of us have been.
No.
This is our first
Okay.
year.
Okay, and how long have you guys been barrel racing?
Oh gosh.
I have been riding since I was 6 months old and barrel racing since I was about 9.
Yeah. I've been riding
Okay.
since I was 6 and I've been barrel racing for about 4 years now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been riding since I was probably like 7, and I've been racing for probably 4 years.
Nice. Okay. Now, and here's the thing I want to point out to folks who maybe don't understand barrel racing or understand these shows. This is not like a rodeo where there's one absolute winner and then two or three or four folks that place that earn money. This is a what we call a D. There's divisions.
Yes.
You girls want to explain that to us?
I explained shows that's on YouTube.
Okay, so it's the 4D, what's that?
Okay, so it kind of varies on some races. Some races there's 5D and some races there's 4D. And then some races will place all the way up to 8th in like a certain D. Like
Yeah, like right now for the race today, I'm 16th and 4D.
So like they can go to a vary of number in whatever D.
It just
you place
depends
it.
on like how many people are here. And then it just like some shows, if it's a small show, it'll only go like first in 3D. Like it'll only go to like, you know what I mean? Like it'll only go like third and 3D.
Yeah, so if you have a local smaller show, it might
Yes.
only pay one or
Yes.
two or three places.
like
If it's a
reflect.
larger show, then it could pay more
Yeah.
places, right? But the 1D first division, that's the absolute fastest person,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
And
Okay.
every other division goes off of the fastest time. So it's like if the fastest time is a 15 flat and somebody goes and runs a 14.9, every other division will change. Everything changes.
all
off of the time.
adjusts.
Yeah.
Right.
And some
And-
races, you like depending, like somebody could run like a 16-0 and then somebody can run like a 16-2, and the person with the 16-2 would get paid if the 16-0 person fall between the cracks. So it just depends like where your placing is.
So
if you fell between
sometimes
the
not
cracks.
running as fast is actually better.
Better,
I
yes.
I run slower sometimes and get better checks.
Yes.
Well, right. Well, and so here's the thing that I want people to understand, right? You don't have to have the rodeo ready, super
Absolutely
pricey,
not.
you're the best of the world rider that to be out here and to make these finals like that. You're going to
No.
see those riders that we all know that are, in the 1D. Like they're going to be there, but you don't have to be one of those.
Never.
No.
No.
Right? Okay, because we're going to have 4 or 5 divisions that you can place and earn money in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Like if the
Okay.
fastest time at the whole race is like a 14.2, and then
Mhm.
say you run a 14.5, but your friend runs like a 17 flat, your friend could win money and you don't.
And still like place.
Yeah,
So you
it's-
don't have to have a fast horse to be able to like place or win
Yeah.
something out of it.
And
Necessary. You're right. And we're throwing out a lot of different times here. Like for folks that aren't familiar with barrel racing, there is something called a standard pattern, but most places don't have that. They might have a really big pattern, a really small
Yes.
pattern. It's just how they set it up, and different arenas have different times, records or whatever for their arena that you would expect, the fastest person to be around that time, right? Like Reflections, what I think their record right now is like 14.6.
it's a
Am I right?
13.9 by Christian Shipley. And on Smokin' French Winter.
Oh, I didn't think he had gotten, okay, wow. Shoo, that horse. Oh, we missed that horse. Okay. So different records, different patterns, different arenas, different times. Okay. But the bottom line here that we're trying to get across is you don't have to have the fastest horse. You don't have to worry about being rodeo ready. They made it into divisions because of this, so that no matter the age, no matter your experience, you have an opportunity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about like the local shows that you were going to, Reflections, Flickerwood, St. Clair Saddle Club. And then those may not be BBR approved, but we'd still see those a lot here around town, Mid-Missouri, the Illinois Boots and Saddle Club. Like there's a lot of places like that. But what's your typical entry fee in a local show like that?
Probably around like $85 for like Reflections.
Yeah, like the barrel races.
Barrel races get on a little bit of the higher side, but a lot of the fun shows, like there's Jefferson County Trail Riders Club
And the St.
Yep.
Clair. They
And
have
the
fun
St.
shows
Clair.
too.
And so there you can do as many classes as you want. Like I know JCTR, Jefferson County Trail Riders Club,
Yep.
you can just pay $25 for a horse and do as many classes as you want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if we're not yet where we really want to compete, we're just kind of dipping our toe in, feeling this out. There's some fun shows, saddle
Yeah.
clubs we can
And we
go
all
to.
do those.
Yeah. Oh,
We
all
all
cost
barrel
effective.
horses. We all do those.
we all started on fun
Okay.
shows. We actually think that like even our barrel horses doing fun shows and getting them out there doing something
yeah.
other than speed is great
Yeah.
for them.
Mhm.
Great for their mind, great for you, right?
Yeah, to do
Okay.
different
And then
things.
the bigger shows, you know, Reflections, Flickerwood, they tend to have the bigger shows. Depends on the production, how much the entry fee is going to be. You
Yes,
might
yeah.
see it as low as maybe $60 or so, but
Yeah.
usually up in that $80 range.
Yes.
And the deal with that is typically you're looking at a 70 or 80% payback, meaning out of the money you pay them, 70% of it or 80% of it is going back in the pot to pay the winners.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we just
Yes.
want to kind of educate people on that, right? That's how the entry fee and the folks hosting the show have to make some money. So that's why it's not 100% payback, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
Reflections hosts Wednesday night jackpots that they host,
Right.
and your entry fee could end up being like $60, but then Reflections can hold at their facility. It's ran by a place called Indian Creek Products. They could have a show, and then your total could end up being around $400 because it's a 3-day race. You have to pay for your stall. You have to pay for all your runs. If you want to do expos, you have to pay for stuff like that.
So like certain races.
So that kind of leads us into the bigger shows, right? Like, so
Yes.
whether it's at Reflections or the BBR that you just have gone to, you're either, if you're going to do a 2 or 3 or 4 day show, you're either hauling in and out if you're close by, or like you girls aren't doing that because you're in Oklahoma. You
Yeah.
hauled out there and you've rented a stall, you've
Mhm.
got shavings, you brought feed along with you.
Yeah.
So those types of things have a cost too if you're going to do bigger shows.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys staying in a trailer or
Yep.
are you at a hotel?
Yes.
You're in a trailer. So if you have your own trailer, living quarters, this can help to save some costs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
But you also
And
have to
then
pay for your RV spot, for your hookup. Yeah.
good point, right? There's the expenses for that as well. Okay. And what we want people to hear is, yes, this can cost a decent amount of money, and there are fun shows and things like that that the
Yes.
cost doesn't have to be huge. You can ease into this without, too much of an expense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
because all of us started at fun shows. We didn't
Yes.
start at the big barrel
Started
races.
from scratch and just built our way up to things like this.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Now, and like at the BBR, so you going into it to the finals, there's 4 rounds of the finals.
Yes.
Yes.
And then depending upon how you do in those rounds, you could place and earn money or not. And you can earn a spot to the short go, which would be a 5th round,
Yes.
Yeah.
which would be more money and prizes, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm excited. I'm hoping all 3 of you will make it a trifecta. All 3 of you make the final short go. That would be
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Maya's already
Okay.
1 run down. She had a run today.
Her first one.
Nice.
Yes.
How did it go? Okay, so hold on. You're going to tell us about that experience, but like you guys had to get here, and like you've not run in this arena before. Your horse has
Never.
never
No.
seen this place, right?
No.
No.
And
So-
another thing about here is we're running in a different arena every run.
Yeah.
So
We're not in
it's
the
not
same
like the
arena.
same arena. There's different ones.
Yeah, it's very chaotic here.
So you can't like get your nerves all out on the first one because
No.
it's a different place you're
Yeah.
going to. Now, you got a little bit of nerves out today, right?
Yeah. So these patterns are a little bit bigger. Like at Reflections, my PR there is a 15.7, but
Okay.
here today I think I ran a 17.6. So like it's a bigger pattern. I was definitely very nervous. Me and my horse were, Dolly especially, we were both very nervous, and I think we were just running on nerves. Like we had a few mistakes that like have never happened before, but I feel a lot better now that it's all out. So
Yeah.
like my second barrel was a little wide, and I never have wide second barrels, but it was a new arena, new place. She's never been here before. So you just have to like look at all of the new stuff, and you can't just be like, oh, my horse didn't turn.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't pull hard enough.
You have
Like-
to.
It's really different because like at Reflections where she's used to, the barrel's closer to the wall,
Yeah.
a lot closer to the wall, and like it was probably 20 feet away from the wall. Like it's different things. The alleyway was different, and the alleyways are different everywhere. Like in the Coliseum, it's a big hill to go down, and then it's the arena.
And then the arena she ran in today, it's kind of like at Flickerwood. It's just 2 holding pins and then an alley. Some horses don't do good with that. Some horses do amazing with those. Some
Yeah.
horses like gates that they can
Yeah.
walk in and get the gate closed behind them.
And it's really hard because, like, sorry, I just like to totally
It's like, Maya, are you gonna talk?
But if your horse breaks forward motion,
Oh, yeah.
then you're disqualified. So
Yes.
just to be safe, I had Bailey walk behind me today and like push Dolly in to make sure she wouldn't stop. Because usually she doesn't have a problem, she just gets a little excited. But if your horse like stops and freaks out, then like you're automatically disqualified. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I love this because this is, I mean, it's not just barrel racing skills, right? Like,
Yeah.
let me ask, how old are you guys? Are you guys willing to share with me how old you are?
Yeah.
I'm 14.
I'm 16.
I'm 14.
Okay, so youngsters, I love this. So, this really teaches you how to kind of assess a situation and how to adjust for it. Like I'm
Sure.
betting
Yes, 100%.
before you went in today, like Riley, since you've had your first run, there were some things on your mind that you were already thinking about. I'm gonna, I got to do this. I'm already recognizing this is different than what we're used to. Like you had just said, the barrels were well off the wall compared to Reflections, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm also betting after this first run, you're already thinking there's some other adjustments I've got to do to be
Mhm.
ready for the next 3.
Yes.
How do you think that those kind of lessons will help you outside of the barrel racing world?
So I believe it really helps you, like, I know it helps me a lot. With a big thing about racing is every run's not gonna be the same. You just gotta look back at it and you gotta be like, oh, I know what I need to fix next time. We need to move on.
Yeah.
Every run's not gonna be the same. At the end of the day, we're just 2 hearts out there trying not to let each other down. Like, it's not gonna be the same.
It's a sport where you're never gonna know it all. It's always something.
It's always- it's
every
a-
day you're gonna learn
it's a
something
learning
new.
sport.
It's never you're gonna just know it all because you're with a horse. It's depending how, like, if you have a hot horse, sometimes you have to do certain things to make it like work for you. Sometimes you have to do different things. So it's just like a learning experience and trying to figure it all out. And being here, there's so much going on, and like your horse might not be used to that. So they might be like all over the place.
And it's a really humbling sport because
Oh yeah, it's humbling.
very humbling. Like you could go out there and run your PR that like you didn't even know your horse could do. And then the next day,
Knock
you
all barrels.
knock all 3
Like,
barrels.
Knock all barrels, not go in the alley.
Like your horse could flip out and do something.
Knock
it's
out the
never
gate man.
done, like a lot of stuff, and it's like, and horses are very tricky. One time, like you're like, wow, my first barrel was really good. It's never been that good before. But then it's like my second's normally really good. Why was it so wide today?
Yeah.
And then it's like the next day, oh, I fixed that, but now it's this.
Yes.
Oh, I fixed that, but now it's this new thing that she's never done before. So it's like always a learning curve, and it's always just like trying to understand your horse.
Yeah, and isn't that how life is, right? Like
Yes,
one thing gets
yes.
better and something else over here you
Yep.
got to try to figure out again. And
Yeah.
right? So I love these lessons that I think you girls will take with you through your lives. Right?
100%. Yes.
I mean, what kind of resilience are you building up here for all of these types of situations and what you're learning? And I love that. I love the horsemanship angle, especially with young ladies, because there's nothing like caring for this other huge animal that you're trying to partner with,
Yes.
right? And become a team with. So,
Yes.
okay. Okay, well, let's talk a little bit more about the experiences of the show. Like obviously you're going there at the finals and you're going to barrel race. What else is going on over there?
There's a lot. They have vendors everywhere.
Beyond
Whether
gold.
that's tack, whether that's clothes, whether that's
supplements for your
supplements
horse.
for your horses.
There's
They-
jewelry.
Yes.
Everything.
They have people that will come to you and speak. Like tonight, Amberly Schneider's coming at 6 to talk to everybody. And we're all going to that. And they have a whole bunch of people that will come.
There's a chiropractor here.
Yes.
All of our horses have gone to the chiropractor, and it's really helpful because like stuff that
you wouldn't think you need and are here.
because especially from Riley's point of view, stuff
Oh
that,
yeah.
stuff that was wrong with her horse, you would have never known.
I would have never known.
So, and they have multiple vets on site. They have barriers. They have multiple different things on site. Like your horse
And-
throws a shoe, and your first run, you're like, well, I don't want my horse to go lame without a shoe. Well, there's a farrier right there. Like everything's here.
Everything is here.
This is exciting. So first of all, Amberly Schneider, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Paralyzed.
Yes.
I
From the
don't
waist
know
up.
her from the waist up. I don't know her full story about how that happened, but I know she still barrel races like at a
Yes.
very competitive rodeo level, and she's strapped in. I mean, it
Yes.
is. She's an excellent horsewoman. So this will be exciting to hear what you guys learned
Yes.
from, getting to hear her speak, right?
Yes.
And so I love that. And who knows who, the other thing I like is you've got all these 1D folks. And
Yes.
some of these folks are nationally known riders, really high caliber. I think, there's so much to learn from watching them show and exhibition their horses and things like
Yes.
that. Right? I love it. Bailey, did you get to drive the trailer at all, hauling them out to Oklahoma?
Did I drive? I
Yeah.
did not. My parents did.
Your parents did? Okay, I didn't know.
Yes.
Are they letting you drive with the
No,
trailer at
not
all?
yet. No.
Okay, soon. I know my daughter is now 20, and I think she was 16 when we were hauling the horse, and I'm like, all right, well, you drive. She's still not as good at backing the trailer as I am, but she
Yeah.
can go forward fine.
Yeah, we let my dad do that part.
Okay. All right. Well, girls, I know you've got to get over to Amberly's session. So I want to thank you girls for just sharing with us.
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, again, we just want all of our customers and our equine community to learn something that they weren't aware of, right? If they're wanting to try something in this equine industry, that they get a little bit of information that gives them the gumption to say, hey, maybe I'll go to a fun show. Hey,
Absolutely,
maybe I'll
yes.
try a barrel race. Maybe I'll step it up from a fun show to a bigger show. Maybe I'll check out BBR and see what that's like,
It's
right?
very fun.
Yeah,
Besides all the chaos, it's so much fun.
and
It is. I love it.
as big as everything is, like I thought the phone turned off. My phone scared her. I thought your phone died. I'm sorry. Like as much as everything going on, it's still so much fun, and there's so many things to do even on days you're not running. Like me and Bailey haven't ran yet, and I have came to every vendor there is
Literally.
in this park and bought so much stuff.
Epic experience. I mean, you girls will never forget this one. I'm so excited for you. All right.
Thank you.
Good luck. Turn
Thank
and
you.
burn. Godspeed, all the things. And I can't wait to see the rest of the posts throughout this BBR journey,
Yes.
girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.